morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I hope you guys have your coffees locked and loaded, ready to go, your crypto mugs. I have the Ecomi mug because I was hoping that if I use that more, that we might get something from Ecomi one day. Not so sure about that, but anyways, we are just going to go with some very important crypto metrics and some bigger news for Bitcoin today. We are going to look at actually what has happened in Hong Kong right now, why it's so bullish. We are going to look at some important metric that show exactly which massive liquidity is coming to Bitcoin and what we can expect from the next month, because this month is already ending in a couple of days, and how this could all look in the long run. And then we also have to talk about a couple of things in VeVe. I have made a purchase yesterday. I bought another NFT on VeVe, and we are also going to look at the charts, obviously. But all of that after the intro. And by the way, guys, sorry about that, I didn't down tune the intro, so it's going to be loud once more, but we are going with it. So someone mentioned yesterday that the intro is a little bit loud. I'm going to work on that. But before we start here, really, I want to quickly thank you all, guys, for being subscribed. Make sure to do your own research before you ape full degen into Bitcoin, the altcoins, Ecomi token, VeChain, and the VeVe NFTs, obviously. And what's also important is that I thank my rare hodlers, especially my channel members, my Patreons here, for supporting me all the way through this journey and make it possible that I'm sitting here comfortably as I am. And guys, all of you who are already in the chat, smash the like button so that we can have more people. We had a very let's say big discussion, a very good discussion about Ecomi against VeVe, what the better investments are, and so on. So that was really good. So let's jump right in today. But first of all, a sip of coffee, obviously. And then we need to look at this here. I think it is super good to see. Sorry, I'm going to mute that because yesterday's stream has already been wrecked by a non-muted video, as we will discuss also later. But look at this, guys. Actually, I'll get myself into the top corner here for now. Or maybe even here. Yeah, there's no good spot, right? Okay, maybe this works. So what we see here is the average cost of purchased Bitcoin. So you see that, right? And as you can see here, everyone that has DC8 along the way for Bitcoin is actually at some point in profit. So this is the DCA strategy of Bitcoin. And yeah, so you see how obviously the people that are aping in the high prices are down significantly after a while, so the red average. But you see how this average is quickly falling and dropping throughout the DCA. So everyone here in the last part, and I'll jump there quickly again. So you've seen that, right? So in the very last part, we see that right now, where we are right now with this pump, we are in here, right? We are everyone who has DC8, no matter where, and always bought like the same, would be in profit right now. So, and this is before the bull run, obviously. So that is something that is always to keep in mind, that DCA in the end it works, although you can make it better, obviously. because if you are cutting out the obvious very high runs and just don't allocate any money there and then start allocating again afterwards, for example, yeah, you are a little bit better then. So yeah, everyone who dollar cost averaged bought Bitcoin is now officially profitable. That is what this video says. Smarty Pants is in the chat. What's good? How are you, Smarty Pants? I hope you have a good time, good coffee. I'm not a big whale as you are, but I bought something. We will see later in the stream. So then this one was interesting, I think, if it loads. And actually, yeah. Actually, I also let me guys let me know if we have dropping frames here, because I got a notification by Stream Labs that this is happening. But here, this news is big. HSBC, the largest bank in Hong Kong today, allows its customers to buy and sell Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Listed Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Yeah, so the ETF craze, the age of ETFs is continuing, listed on the Hong Kong exchange, and is also the first bank in Hong Kong to allow it. The move will expand local users' exposure to cryptocurrencies in Hong Kong, and that also includes a Chinese part of the whole thing. So I have the notification again of dropping frames, so I might be, if you guys say that I'm dropping frames, if I'm lagging, then please let me know, then I will have to do something about it. Next up, also this is very important in my opinion to look at, because we are looking at this cup shape all the time, but there is something else in it that basically tells us that we have been changing from a bear into a bull market, right? So breaking down the important lines in a bear market to breaking out important resistance lines in the bull market. So as you see here, from the 21 top, we have been collapsing, recovering, and then breaking down for support lines. Collapsing, recovering, and breakthrough, and so on. So waterfall collapse, recovery, breakdown. So this shape has been repeating over and over and over again until we finally had this turnaround, this trough. And now it's a support line, and we broke up. We came down to break another overhead resistance, so to say, overhead resistance, and again a breakout. So this could imply now that we have a little bit of retracement, as we said also before, and then there is somewhere another overhead resistance, right? Okay, so yeah, so G Money says I'm getting a lot of waiting, so let me fix that quickly. I'll be back in a second. So this should be better now. Let's hope it is. So yeah, I hope it is. I just also closed down the tab. I hope this works now, so that the stream doesn't get too laggy. Should be better right now. So, hey, Caro, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, guys, so unfortunately, we have lost some people along the way, but this shouldn't matter. Later, there will be timestamps here to also get to the topics. So, yeah, this is basically the form and shape that when we came from bear to bull market, although there are still a couple of people out there that believe that we are still in a bear market. So, now, this is also interesting because we had pulled this up when there were 8 consecutive weeks of outflows from crypto. And now we have the largest inflow for a year, totaling 199 million, following those US ETF applications. Apparently, this connecting directly to Fiber still didn't solve the issue for the dropped frames. Let me see. So I cannot switch the server. Yeah, maybe I can quickly do something about the bit rate or something like that. Streaming, nope, video. I cannot see where this is, but yeah, I hope it's getting less now. I will actually close all of the windows, all of the tabs here that I had before. I don't know if that really matters, but so we see the largest inflow. Actually, this inflow into crypto erased or negated all of the outflows of the past 9 weeks combined, which is very big. And we haven't seen an inflow that big basically ever since the last bull run, right? So that is very, very big, and we are hopefully, obviously this outflow is bigger, but we can still get some other inflows here. So what's also going to happen is, or what is happening is, the Bitcoin futures ETF had its biggest weekly inflow in a year as assets top 1 billion again. It also traded $500 million in shares on Friday, which it's only done about 5 times before. Before, right? So yeah, that is what's happening here. Still dropping frames. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So let me fix this. Unfortunately, the stream gets rugged right now by I don't know what exactly. Let me try, and guys, let me know here about if it's still significant with the drop rate. That's one thing, and the other thing is, let me know if you are already DCAing, if you have your bags packed. Sorry for that. For the next bull run. So we are going to look at that as well. I'm trying to figure out how I can fix the rate. So unfortunately, that doesn't work yet. So there is no yeah, so I don't know, guys. I'll have to deal with what we have right now. I tried to look this up here, how I changed that, But anyways, let's continue here with the next one, and that is, I will fix it after the stream, and then I hope it doesn't happen again. I don't know why it happens sometimes and sometimes not. Then we have this one here. $27 trillion is coming to Bitcoin. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know if this is really the math that you can put in here, but it is at least a good overview of all the companies that are going to go into Bitcoin. We have here Blackrock with 9 trillion in assets. So they are not going to convert all of their assets, obviously, in Bitcoin, but a minor share of all of that could be coming in the immediate short term to Bitcoin. So we have Fidelity, we have JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, Invesco, Bank of America, and so on. So they are partnered with or building their own stuff. So here, for example, BlackRock with Coinbase. Then we have Fidelity with as Fidelity Digital Assets, what they're building. JP Morgan is building Onyx private blockchain platform, Morgan Stanley, Galaxy, NYDIG, and so on. So that is what is the potential, let's say, or the crypto potential of these players. All of them have, though, the effect to bring more people into Bitcoin. Then we also have this one here. Excuse me, I'll get to close these ones. So this traditionally, July has been a very green month. You see this here. In the last years, we had at least a 16.8% increase in Bitcoin price. We had once a negative in 2019, but the month before then was, or the 3 months before were extremely good. So everywhere I saw this, the only 3 times that we had not seen a green month in the history of Bitcoin, we had seen those green months already before. So as you can see here, we have here a 7, 18, 27, and then a correction, right? And here a 34, 52, and 26%, and then a 7% correction, right? And here also 40%, 2.2% in the months before. So the only ways that July was red when we had big months before, which is not the case here at the moment. So it could be that Bitcoin is going to rally just another time, or just once more in July, which is traditionally, as you can see here, a very, very good month. So what I realized is that when I switched the tab, that it's starting to, or that it's giving me a frame drop. I hope it stops happening now. So this one, you saw this on the thumbnail, and I think it was interesting, is the Bitcoin copy. So we have this 2019 to 2020 pre-halving run to the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. And from the bottom, the pattern more or less looks quite similar at the moment. So we had our all-time high, we had our collapse, we have the start of the bottom. Our Fibonacci retracement actually is somewhere just below 50,000, which is what exactly correlates, as we will see later, with our cup and handle pattern. So keep that in mind, to the previous high. So you have this previous high down here, and then you have these 4 segments of the Bitcoin rally. So what we had seen here before in the upper part is that we touched this middle line of this 4 segment quadrant and tested it a little bit, and then in July we did pump to test the upper line here, the previous high some previous high in the entire chart, the 618 Fibonacci retracement, which happens to be our April high, our local high there. And so if we were to repeat this, as you would see here, we should be breaking out somewhere right now to be able to come up to that 618 Fibonacci retracement, and from there we would have a down sloping, like a correction from that pump into the halving, and we will exclude this breakdown and more look at something that is going more sideways on the same level, more or less, that we are at the moment right now with Bitcoin. So yeah, this could happen. It could repeat again. History could repeat here. So yeah, let me know what you think about this, guys. So, and then I almost forgot the last big part. When we have the halving, after the halving, as you see, we have a minor rally, another correction that is more something more like a disbelief or something like that, and then we will have the Fibonacci retracement resistance break, right? And from there, it's absolute run up time. Then it's absolute. So this is important for us, because we are not here to just look when we are going to run up and see the backlights. We are here to know when is the best time for accumulation. So the best time for accumulation, the first best time is already about to conclude. We will have a run up where a lot of people will FOMO into crypto, and then we will have a long dragged out correction afterwards when we are coming down from this Fibonacci retracement, and if it happens like this, right? But I think it will, and that is, for me, once we are coming back to the current levels, trickling out for the current levels, where Bitcoin is also going to increase dominance. We are already at 51%. Bitcoin is going to increase dominance here, and then when this is happening, all the way until, what is this, next April, like in the end of April, that's where I'm going to DCA. That's where I'm going to DCA and pack my altcoin bags. Also, because of tax reasons, Caro will know that, because in Germany you have to hold crypto at least a year to have the returns tax free. Now I'm dropping in frames again. I have no idea what is triggering that, guys. I have no idea. Yeah, I need to fix that. Okay. So, and then this again, Cathie Woods, ARK Invest, says it's first in line to get potential approval for a spot ETF ahead of Blackrock, Bloomberg. So obviously, because they filed before. So if the SEC is going, or in general, financial regulators are going to allow Bitcoin ETFs, ARK Invest will be having the first one in the US. So again, that would be a major play by Cathie Wood. Connection's better for me now, was rough at the beginning, but I toughed it out. Thank you. Dudes, Ecomi is dead, says Black Panther. Yeah, we'll see that in a couple of seconds how dead it really is, and we will look at also VeVe, but first I want to get through the market here. So I'll go close my tabs here in the hope that this has something to do with the performance here. Guys, we have 15 people here. Please smash up the like button. Let me know, even though we had a little bit of a rough start here on the stream, smash up the like button so that more people can see the stream happening right now. And I thank you all for sticking with me, although I have been dropping frames here and it was not the best experience. I will work on that and I will make it better. Okay, so and then I think this was funny. Hopefully it was a good coffee. because this is from way back here, 2011. Payment of 130 BTC for your order of 2 LBS premium dry process coffee has been received and your coffee will be shipped out immediately. I mean, imagine you had paid 130 BTC for a coffee back in the day and then never gotten into BTC again. So I don't know if that happened, but there are the people in general, the people that have done these deals as early adopters they have done really good for themselves still with the mega bags of BTC that they had. So also the guy who paid 10,000 BTC for a pizza he got really rich. He got very wealthy. Blank Panther is saying, I think you said something else that isn't appearing much. VeVe is dead. It's all bust now, you guys. I'm trying to figure out what happened to VeVe. It was one of the moon 2 years ago and fell flat down to hell. Actually, we should. I'll come back to your comments a little bit later when we are done with the crypto stuff here, because then we can discuss this for VeVe. I think that would be good. So, let's look at crypto. So we have the crypto bubbles here, and we have a little bit more of the red days as we are seeing. So we have a couple of small greens in the last hour, but mainly more correction in the altcoins, which was expected. But if we look at the day, there are still some altcoins that are doing extremely good. What is this? Arbitrum is doing good. VeChain is still green. Injective protocol. Why people are using or why people are buying FTT token? I don't know. Hey, Black Panther, no need to be quiet. You can throw all your comments already right now in, and we'll come back to it. I'm glad that you bring these points up. I think it's important to discuss that and to also see the feeling that the community has. So no problem there. If we look at the week, Bitcoin Cash has been in an absolute massive rally, as you see here. Bitcoin Cash has been rallying all along, 106% up. DeFi projects, Uniswap and Aave are up as well, big time. VeChain is up 20%. That's good to see. Chili's also. So a lot of the top 100 altcoins are in the green. And let's look at the top 200s as well. We have Ecomi. We are looking. These bubbles are never at the same place, so I always have to look for Ecomi. Here it is. So Ecomi is in the green as well. Ecomi is 5.7% up on the week, but a little bit red here as we see on the day, and 0.3% in the last hour. So nothing too big in terms of movements for Ecomi there. So top 200 is also very green. So this is a small relief or recovery rally after the massive dump in the altcoin space, I believe. If you were to take a breakout from that smaller one here, and you say this was our breakout of a cup and handle, then we would have a target of 40,000, right? But when you are saying we have a cup and handle right now that is about to break out, and we take it generously until the very bottom, then we say we break out somewhere here, then our target should be 60,000. Now, I think this truth lies somewhere in between, and the reason for that is that the 618 Fibonacci that we said is exactly at this previous top, right? So you see this previous top, that is where the rally could be headed. So somewhere here, right? And which means that if we were to break out, we probably rally really quickly to that, and then from there we are coming. That looks a little bit weird, but you know what I mean. We could be coming down from there into the next halving. So that is what I expect is going to happen. So yeah. So I think once we have this break here of our cup and handle, we are going to rally hard until we are at least going to the 46, 48,000 in my opinion. We have our little correction here, and we don't know how long this will continue. What is important to note also is that Fed Chair Powell is going to speak tomorrow. So we have this notification here. So on 28th of June, 15:30, Fed Chair Powell is going to speak. We'll obviously cover this in the morning stream, hopefully without frame drops. And we are going to see if what Powell says could then cause us to coil up here and do the breakout retest and then head into a rally. But as we said in the last streams, this can take a while, right? So yeah, I don't know if YouTube is rugging me there or something like that. Let's look at the DXY quickly. We are also 30 minutes already in the stream. We need to get to the good stuff with VeVe. But let's look at this quickly because I think we are on an interesting trajectory. Our trajectory overall is continuing, and also within that, the dollar value is going down, and I think if this here confirms to be just a small relief rally in the downtrend, then this also correlates with our rally that we have upcoming, right? So that is going to happen as well. Then we have the overall altcoin space slightly in the red here, but still trying to break back above this resistance line. So this is the overall altcoin space, and guys, this could be a bearish retest, and we could plunge for altcoins still. So in this corrective move that Bitcoin is going to have after the rally, latestly, there are two options, right? That with the corrective move, if it's harsh, altcoins are breaking down again, Bitcoin just collects more resistance, or that we have somewhat of a little altcoin season and we can come back up here. Now you could say, hey, you're saying it's going either down or up. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's just, that's the way it is. Let's talk about Ecomi quickly. I have drawn in 2 lines just for fun, and I want to see if this can play out, which is basically a mega wedge for Ecomi token, right? Actually, let me refresh this because there's more to this chart. There we go. So as you can see here, I have drawn in these purple lines, which seem to be quite accurate with the candle bodies and the wicks. Quite, not perfect. So this could be a falling wedge, which would mean either that we could have a reversal coming here, or that at this line, together with the bearish test here, we come back down, right? And that's what I'm at least speculating a little bit on, that before we go into any altcoin bull runs, that Ecomi is coming down once more from that. We are green here for the moment. What is also, and for me to really confirm a reversal, because I don't know if this wedge is really what we should be looking at. It's so big, and in the end, I don't know how much it matters, but we will see. But what I really need to see, and I discussed this yesterday in the live stream, I need to see this Ecomi coming back up above this major overhead resistance line. That is what is really important for me. What is going to confirm for me that we really have a reversal. That would be come above this, test this, confirm that this is now support again, and then then from there we come out and take out the next or the last highs. But until then, we are in a major downtrend, as this purple line also describes, and it will continue, in my opinion. Okay, yesterday I showed you the red Hulk, and I posted this afterwards because VeVe has been using on these trailers something, and it led to my live stream being demonetized, which is why I'm going from now on. I'm going to show only the trailers in mute if I do it, because I'm going to look at watch these trailers, and I don't want to have a 55-minute live stream or a 50-minute live stream demonetized for a 30-second video, right? So that happened yesterday. But in revenge, I purchased this Hulk. So, and that brings me to the Ecomi and Veve discussion here. As Black Panther said, he is trying to figure out what happened to Veve. I am still bullish on Veve. I think we are in a very low phase for NFTs in general. Yesterday we have discussed and seen that Bored Ape Yacht Club just put in new floor lows, all-time lows. So I purchased this low mint Hulk, and also this low mint Hulk is Elad Riva was making this possible for me here to get this 233 Hulk there. So Hulk is one of my favorite characters in that universe, so I had to have one of them. So I talked to him and we made a little deal, and vice versa also. I got him a collectible that he wanted, a comic that he wanted from my collection. So overall, we both got the best that we wanted. So I think that is a good deal, and we will see how this develops. But there are only 232 people in the world that can have a better minted Hulk than I am, so I'm pretty stoked, pretty happy about this new Hulk acquisition. And actually, I wanted for this stream that we go into the Maestro Hulk and participate in the drop that is still up to get the Maestro Hulk for our collection, so that we can get the airdrop. But Veve didn't let me log in, so I don't know what happened. I didn't get the 2FA code or what. So still buggy the web appearance. Unfortunately, we cannot do it on this stream. Depending on how the Maestro Hulk is performing, I'm going to maybe get it on tomorrow's stream live, so that could be happening. Mark D says, first Hulk will always be first. One of the best deals relative to the rest of the app. Yeah, I think so too. And I still think maybe it's even time. Maybe I should not care about the Hulk airdrop, and maybe I should care only about the stacking more of these Hulks. But on the other hand, if the red Hulk is coming out with 222 editions and the last Hulk is coming out with 11111 editions, then you have a very big limit on those Hulks, the airdrop Hulks, which then might be below 1,000, which could make the airdrop pretty valuable. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worth collecting all the 4 Hulks? Because that's like a 200 euros or $200 more or less to get them all. So do you think it's worth collecting them, or would you rather just stack the first Hulk here? Because people have also said that this Hulk doesn't look so good, but I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, let me know which strategy you would go, and also if you want to see me trying to get a good Maestro Hulk directly from the VeVe store on stream. So I might be saving that up for tomorrow's stream. Someone has stacked a lot of Spider-Mans here, that's for sure. We we see some showroom action here on the VeVe channel. Also, we see some dark side. And by the way, for dark side, I snapped a comment here, which I wanted to quickly discuss because I think I have theorized something, and I think it needs correct. Can you see that? Why is that so small now? So I will read this comment to you. It's from my comment section from the last live stream. It says here, just a correction, you can't go for waitlist or purchase things off the secondary market yet without being KYC'd. I tried to go for a drop yesterday using a non-verified account and it didn't work. VeVe didn't use bots to purchase Darkside. It sold out because real people purchased it. So important here to point that out, and thank you to New Plan for doing so. I think so yesterday I was theorizing if they get rid of the KYC restriction for all of the drops, they can just implement excitement again by using bots. And but someone tried it out and it's actually not the case. And I was theorizing that Darkside only did sell out because of that, but that's actually not true. So Darkside actually sold out all units by organic users that are KYC'd. And that's a good sign, right? I think that's pretty good. So yeah, I said thanks for the info, important news. So we don't want to hold back any information here, and we are also going to admit when we are wrong, right? So yeah, guys, smash up the like button here for the guy that called this out. Good info there. Mark D says, I'll worry about the airdrop if I win Hulk 4 on drop. Yeah, that's true. Maybe, but then again, the other ones are increasing already now in value. So I don't want to buy the second and the third Hulk that are not as valuable in the future at a premium. I want to buy them at a discount, and I've already seen the floor price going up, so that it is worth purchasing one of the Maestro Hulk on drop. So it went up from 40 or so to 50 now, or just below 50. So I'm actually thinking about taking the drop on the Maestro Hulk and see if I can get a good low minter on that one as well. Who knows, maybe. And I was thinking about doing it on stream. So we could be getting that one tomorrow if there are still enough left over tomorrow on the web app here, and I will try to fix my frame dropping stuff for tomorrow, and then we can go for the drop, I think. But it has been way better now. So yeah. Then also a little bit of a market watch here for VeVe, because we had let's refresh this page a little bit. We have Blank Panther here saying that VeVe is dead, and I think what's good is always to look at some stats. So yeah, actually we could look at some market stats before. So last 7 days, average transfers 3,500 total, traders 2,000, average buyers still above 1,000 for last 7 days, not a month, but 7 days, and sellers are a little bit more than average buyers. But this is only the wallets, it's not the collectibles that have been bought. Let's look at the top 100 here in the market stats. Also interesting, so the daily net accumulation has increased by, put this here, has increased by 1,000 by 40%. So as you can see here, it's sloping up a little bit. We have, as you can see here, we have still daily net accumulation over 1,000 only in the top 10. So the top 10 is growing, and so this is something that I usually want to do, right? If I see rich people doing something, I want to at least evaluate if there could be something behind it, why they are doing this. And I mean, these are significant vault values, right? They are minting a couple of drops, but they are mainly purchasing stuff on the secondary market. So this guy has purchased almost 500 collectibles here. We see these numbers going up. We see that here also 3 other wallets are getting ready to go beyond 10,000 collectibles. So people are getting ready here. We see also this guy, he's minting, but he's selling. I think we have a whale flipper there. But overall, we see still net accumulation going on. And we have seen, actually, I don't know how about your floor prices, but my vault value has increased a little bit in the past. So, I think if I see these guys buying, and we have some of these whales actually on our live stream from time to time here. If I see these guys buying, I think I might at least get some more collectibles myself as well, within my own personal strategy, right? And that's not financial advice. So I don't think VeVe is dead. In fact, if you compare it to the metadata to the data of Sandbox and other metaverse projects and other NFT projects, action on VeVe is still quite okay for the fact that we should be hitting the bear market bottom somewhere right now for the NFTs, because if we have hit it we might have already hit it for most collectibles, to be honest. But we could be there already. And I have, as I said, for the comics and for the collectibles, I've seen my vault value hitting the bottom already. I'm a little bit up already since the very bottom on those collectibles, because you always have to keep in mind the collectibles that dropped a long time ago already. They are very distributed. Many people are sitting on them in inactive wallets. And now when people are purchasing stuff that has dropped in season 1 or 2 or 3, and at the same time there's going to be a shock happening, and we see that also for some secret rare comics at the moment, that floor prices are super thin, and actually that some secret rare comics are ramping up quickly. So for example, my favorite example is the Banshee comic, because it's already out since a couple of weeks, I think even 2 months or so, and there's one more available below 200, and I will check this quickly on the site. So the Banshee comic, there's one more available for 172 gems, and then the next one that is available is 285 gems. So there's one more one of these total 125 Banshee comics that is still below 200, and then we are jumping with the floor almost to 300 directly. And that is what I see could be happening for a lot of the scarcer collectibles, that there's just not that there are no sellers anymore. I really am a little bit pissed at myself, because I wanted to purchase 2 of them, and then I was thinking, hey, I purchased one right now for 100 gems, so I'm 72 gems up on that comic already. But I was thinking I want to purchase, so here it is, that's the comic that I'm talking about, right? I wanted to purchase 2, and then I purchased one, and I thought if it dips a little bit below 100, I purchased the second one, and it never didn't. It never did. That's what I want to say. It never did. It just went up. It just went up from there and never came back. And now it's at 172. And now I was like, do I want to buy this one? No, I don't want to. I want to see either it comes back, which it won't probably, or I just have one of that and I look for another opportunity. no matter what, I will observe this one in specific because it's just such a good case study on what is happening with very scarce collectibles. Now, I think the same selling exhaustion will soon happen with the ones with the secret rare comics that have only 250, and then it will come into the other collectibles as many more and more people build their vault. So if you take these top 100 collectors, there's barely, so if you scroll down here until wallet 200, these are collectors that have 2,500 collectibles. This is the top 100, right? So there is barely one comic of these 125 comics for each of these, right? If I have one, there's 124 left. VeVe held back 15 of those, I think, more or less. So yeah, there is just, it could be that there is not enough for all of these guys. Does ETH or BTC have a higher ceiling to go up? I think ETH has more potential to go up in the term of Xing your money. It's very established ecosystem. What do you mean by ceiling? Do you mean upside potential? So I think from upside potential, if you mean that, ETH has the bigger upside potential. I think whenever you think, okay, BTC could go, so should be passing 150,000 at least, probably has a psychological ceiling at 200,000 where we won't pass, but some people are just calculating with a 300,000 BTC, I don't know. But 150k should be reasonable, would be a 5x from here. And I think if you take ETH, it's probably potentially going an 8, 9x, maybe 10x from here. That's at least what I'm just assuming out of my gut right now. Actually, not from here. From here. Yeah, from here. So let's talk from here, like 7, 8, 9x from here. So I think there's more. If you put in 1,000 into BTC and 1,000 into ETH, I think you will have a bigger return on these $1,000 on ETH, getting out like 8,000 instead of 5,000 from BTC, something like that. I have my eye on ASM20 SR FA Scorpion. That is a good one. That is sitting at the moment. ASM. Actually, you cannot search for ASM, but you can search for Amazing Spider-Man. Actually, search bar is working quite good right now. And as I say that, it doesn't find anything because I didn't put in the Amazing Spider-Man, right? Let's look at the comics here. No, what do I wrong here, right? Spider-Man #20. Let's look at that. Let's see if it can find. Yeah, so that works. If you put in Spider-Man 20, you go directly to that one. It's sitting with a floor at 150 gems. Only 188 editions. Yeah, that could be a good one. And actually, it's sitting fairly low at 150 gems. Now that we said that, there are 12 people here listening to that, so we don't know if if the floor stays there. But this is interesting. I think this has a fairly high value, right, in the real life. But guys, that's it. Thank you so much for joining today. Make sure to smash the like button once more. I'm sorry that you had to suffer the frame drops here from me. I will get better with this and learn how to fix that. Guys, on your way out, also don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy these live streams, and I see you tomorrow for the next Crypto Morning Coffee stream. So wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great